you're saying strategy.
Mm-hmm.
Go for running backs, wide receivers, grab your tight end for the first, say, 8 rounds of a draft, and you're watching the rest of your friends and competitors snag Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes and Jalen Hurts and Lamar Jackson, and you're sitting there, right? So let's go to the quarterback list of players who you should then hold for and say you're going to win a fantasy draft by hitting this quarterback in the 9th, 10th round. You've already mentioned Jaden Daniels, and you've mentioned Kyler, and you've mentioned also Jared Goff as those guys. Yeah. Would you put Caleb Williams in that mix too?
No, I definitely wouldn't. I know I'm behind ADP on him. He's in the best situation we've ever seen a rookie quarterback come into. I can't ever remember it.
Did you see that throw to Roma Dunze in there?
Yes. It was awesome in the preseason.
And then he ran it in. After putting himself in the red zone personally with that throw.
Yes, he is going to be awesome. Will he throw a lot of touchdowns in his rookie year? Historically, no. And he might be the best prospect we've ever seen, and he might be in the best position, but you've got the greats. You've got Peyton Manning coming out and throwing a bunch of interceptions and not a lot of touchdowns.
Jaden Daniels, yes. Caleb Williams, no.
That's just because fantasy is broken with rushing. So when you're a mobile quarterback and you could put up 500, 600, 700 yards rushing, you get a point for every 10 yards. If you throw the ball, you get a point for every 25 yards. So it pushes those mobile quarterbacks up. Like I've been against this for as long as we've done this podcast. I hate the scoring, but I'm gonna take advantage of it. I'm just trying to win.
All right, so let's keep going then. Aaron Rodgers, do you hold off and put him in there in the 9th round?
No, I don't think so. Not with that defense. The defense is so good.
So that means he's gonna be getting nice short fields. And there's Garrett Wilson. There's Mike Williams. So you say
is there Mike Williams?
Okay. What about Tua? Do you put him? You put him in?
Tua's interesting. He has come out just red hot to start the last 2 years, and then. I don't know if it's a temperature thing, if it's a defenses start figuring some things out, but he, over the second half, has faded. But I don't mind going into my season with him as my plan.
That's what I'm saying. Again, these are the guys who might be available. 8th, 9th that you're holding. Deshaun Watson.
The injury scares me. He's still dealing with, arm soreness at this point. We're 2 weeks away from football, so I'm not as in on Deshaun Watson there. He's kind of the boom bust. Maybe you catch gold, but maybe you're holding a stick of dynamite that that you don't get to throw.
Kirk Cousins.
Oh man, I mean it's for him and Rodgers too. We're talking about this on the show. The parallels of the Falcons and the Jets. It's absurd. Of two old quarterbacks on essentially new teams, because I'm not going to count last year for Rodgers. Both of them have Achilles tears. Both of them have the superstar running backs. Both of them have superstar wide receivers who have not
proven it,
have not come to fruition of what we expect them to become. So it's those two teams. It's going to be really, really fun to see how it shakes out. Who can get it going?
So that's a no. That's a no. Don't do. If you're holding. You better not be left holding that bag at the end of the 8th or 9th round if that's the quarterback you get. Here's the money one.
Okay.
Dak.
Yeah, so Dak and Tua, those are great names to bring up. When I'm getting a player like that's good, they can put up massive points. I'm only going to look for those guys, and I'm going to specifically look for those guys if I was the guy who drafted Tyreek Hill or CeeDee Lamb in the first round. Pairing your quarterback with your wide receiver called stacking.
Yes, sir.
It's just massive correlation, right? If your quarterback has a great day, it's probably because your wide receiver has a great day. It puts you over point thresholds to win more games. It's a real provable strategy that's helpful. So when I end up leaving the first round with one of those guys later in the draft, I'm looking for Tua because I want to pair him with my Tyreek, or I'm looking for Dak if I want to pair him with CeeDee. If I didn't grab those guys, then I'm looking specifically for the mobile rushing quarterback like Kyler or Jaden.
Okay. Purdy, last one.
He is difficult, man.
He's undervalued for sure.
Yeah,
so that's why I think he'll be available in your draft in the 9th round.
Yeah, he'll be available late. We have essentially a year and a half of him, and his touchdowns thrown per attempt, so his touchdown percentage, it's outrageously high, which there's outlier guys out there. Like Aaron Rodgers is, he's not a yardage guy. Like but touchdown percentage, he's always been incredible. Russell Wilson, when he was not this version of Russell Wilson, he was giving those seasons as well. It's hard to buy in to that because it takes a true outlier to hit those numbers, but he may just be that guy, or the Shanahan system may.
So don't take him in the 8th or 9th rounds.
Well, don't take him in the 8th or 9th because you can take him in the double-digit rounds.
Damn.
Yeah, and if you could let us know about Ayuk and that contract,
that'd be nice too.
I would love to have that knowledge.
Sir, we are all waiting. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.